I think consumers are compelled to buy our products because of the combination of strong science, desirable aesthetics, and compelling language that's behind them. And really, for us, this is an iterative process. We're looking at, laboratory instrumentation data and consumer perception data, and we're combining all of these things together to really provide, these emotional responses from our consumers. So it's really the holistic piece, and I think, bringing these things all together from the different aspects. From the science, from the aesthetics, and then from this compelling marketing is really what creates a success. Recently, I had the opportunity to work with Avon's quality group to analyze some product reviews. So these were voluntary comments that were offered by some of our consumers on a line of lip and brow products. And in looking at the ratings, there were mediocre ratings, but you could see from then deeper diving into those ratings that there were a distribution was bimodal. You had people that were in love with the product, it was delivering upon expectations, and then you had people who were extremely disappointed. And so we completed a sentiment analysis to dive deeper into the text comments using JMP, and it was clear that there was a quality issue actually. So the color of the product was not matching the consumer expectations, and this was very disappointing to people. So an example of that in particular is a brow product that was for light eyebrows that then ended up appearing red when applied. So we were able to create this word cloud and using the sentiment analysis showing the words in red for the negative ratings and in green the comments for the positive ratings. And it showed the vast difference between consumer attitudes towards this product, but it also was very helpful in presenting to Avon decision makers and making it very clear when the company name is appearing in red in this word cloud that, the consumer is really frustrated with the company. And thankfully, as a result of this analysis, we were able to reformulate several products within that lip and brow line to better meet the consumer's needs.
As long as we've been having text data, I'm sure we've been analyzing it. Most likely in the area of consumer contacts and consumer complaints, testimonials, inquiries, things like that. I was fortunate to start in the consumer complaints organization, and that's how I got into text analysis in the first place. Some of my first work was around consumer complaints, specifically around the classification system for consumer complaints, and working to clean up that classification system and help us make the coding system more parsimonious. And I, as much as I can remember, my first text analysis project was a combination of work that I did in R and then also in JMP. And I imagine now if I was faced with a similar question, I would be able to do all of it in JMP, I think using the latent class analysis capability in Text Explorer. The work was around grouping similar complaint codes and removing redundancies out of the complaint coding system. I really love Text Explorer for answering questions that I call one-offs, or questions where somebody is coming to me with a question that they hadn't thought about before and they don't even know how to approach it. And JMP is great for getting in, exploring that data, understanding what we don't know, and just the quick visualization possibilities and the availability of different analysis techniques makes it great for questions like that aren't immediately clearly defined.
We embarked on a digital transformation strategy, and we declared data and analytics and modeling to be the centerpiece of that strategy. And that certainly then helps set the direction from an organizational standpoint. We've also invested in tackling one of the core problems that I think organizations face as they embark on the journey, which is the access to data. So you hear things about data silos and dark data that exist in organizations, and I think we have done a good amount of investment, people training, etc., in data capture systems and bringing data together and making data more accessible to people. So one of the things I'd like to highlight in that sort of frame of reference is the need for an easy to use IT system or IT platform that enables some of this kind of data things to be working more seamlessly. Because if you don't have that, you can get people on the journey, but you can't actually keep people on the journey for very long. Yeah, so I would say having a clear sort of strategy, having IT systems to go with it, and then organically building a user community that is starting to utilize and show value from data.